also wish to inform you that the ministry has operationalized Kenyatta University Teaching Hospital. We have been talking about preparing it, but now I can confirm we have operationalized it, and we have already over 20 patients or 20 people who we have isolated for the coronavirus disease in Kenyatta University Teaching Hospital. We have also started moving persons who have been in designated facilities depending on their status to prevent them from infections. To avoid congestion in our healthcare facilities, the ministry has also made arrangements for home-based care where we believe, and our healthcare system believes that that is possible. We are also urging, and we said this the other day, that any person visiting a supermarket or any other open-air market to begin wearing protective masks immediately so that we can begin to prevent transmissions in those areas. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Kenyans, I wish to make a special appeal today. I wish to make a special appeal and address a special group of people who are the youth of our nation. The youth are the biggest component of our society. The youth are also the people who are largely mobile. The youth are also the people who have got the energy. And I wish to appeal for the unleashing of this energy in fighting the disease. First and foremost, if you look at the statistics, global statistics, it shows two very glaring statistics. One is that the youth are the ones who are contacting the disease. But two, the youth are safer than the older people, and therefore the carriers who then take it to the older people who get it, and then the older people die in larger and larger numbers. Therefore, I want to appeal to the Kenyan youth as follows. First, I wish to appeal to them to become part of the solution to the problem that we are experiencing by taking certain measures. As I said, we do not wish to have people traveling up country. If you travel up country without knowing whether you are positive or negative, it means therefore there is a possibility that you are traveling up country to go and kill your parents or to go and kill your grandparents. The youth in this country have always been able to organize themselves. They have organized themselves in matatus, in matatu structures. Indeed, they saved the matatu industry by organizing themselves into groups, into circles, and so on. The youth are the ones who brought some element of sanity in borders by organizing themselves again into groups with chairmen and committees. They use the border structure to create welfare for young families. The youth have organized themselves in tuk-tuks, organizations, and managed to run that very well. The youth are the ones who organize themselves into football, netball, and other sporting activities in densely populated areas. The youth are the ones who are running markets. Young people are the ones who run markets. They are the ones who sell vegetables and bring them to the market ladies. So, in other words, I am saying that if we organize ourselves in a similar format, if the youth take the responsibility of organizing themselves in similar format in the fight against coronavirus, they can reach a new impetus. We can create the difference between the way we are handling our things in Kenya and the way it is being handled elsewhere. by ensuring that the youth are the center of our fight against this disease. Now we are not saying it is going to be easy. We are not even saying that there will be no challenges. And nobody claims that it is not going to be rough going forward. But I would like to imagine that, as the old adage says, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And I would like to imagine, and I am positive, that our youth are a tough people, and we can overcome this. But this is not a journey that old people can walk alone. This is a journey that requires the energy of youth. It is the responsibility of our youth, therefore, to secure this nation. God, in his wisdom or otherwise, God in his wisdom has decided that the youth are the ones, our youth are the ones who have come into grapple with this new responsibility of a disease unknown to man. There was a generation that fought for independence. There was a generation that has been fighting for economics. But the youth of today have been caught with the responsibility of fighting against this disease. As others have done in the past, I appeal to you to really take the responsibility as seriously as the generations that were there with our forefathers. Because if we do not do this, it is also the youth that will suffer the most. It is you, my sons and daughters. It is you, my younger brothers and sisters, who will face your children with no job and a collapsed economy. It is you who will face us, your parents, as you watch us get sickly, and there is nothing you'll be able to do. And worse, it is you who will bury us, not in small numbers, but in very large numbers. Is that something that you would like to do? If it is not what you want to do, then the road ahead, the path ahead is clear. We have got to observe and be part of the solution to the problem. The football teams can now convert themselves into cleanup groups that clean up our streets, our mitaa. The market youth leaders can inspect and working with our security forces ensure that social distancing is being observed in markets, in supermarkets. It is our youth who can be able to patrol with our police and assisting the police to ensure that distances are being kept even as we walk, even as we get into matatus. And it is our youth who can assist even those from universities who are at home. It is those who can join our medical forces and assist as volunteers to take care of those who eventually fall unwell. And so I appeal to them in a very special way to take this responsibility in the seriousness that we must. Yani, nataka kusema, mimi nataka kuwasihi vijana na wasichana wetu tujitayarishe kulinda hii nchi yetu kutoka kwa hii virusi. Kila vizazi ama generation, kila vizazi katika maisha hii yetu tangu uhuru wetu, kila vizazi imepatiwa kazi yao na Mungu mwenyewe. Na vizazi hii ya leo imepatiwa jukumu la kupigana na hii virusi, ndio Kenya yetu tusije tukaisha. Nyinyi mnajua kujipanga, mnajipanga katika matatu, mnajipanga na uongozi ambao tumeona katika tuktuk, mipango ya tuktuk, katika masoko. Na jukumu ile imepata vijana wakati huu ni kuokoa sisi wazee na kujiokoa nyinyi wenyewe. Tusipofanya hivyo, wale ambao watakuwa na shida kubwa ni nyinyi vijana, ambao ni watoto wangu na ni watoto wetu. Ni nyinyi ambao mtaanza kuwa na shida ya kuangalia mtoto akiwa mdogo na hana chakula, ama wewe mwenyewe una kazi, kwa sababu uchumi wetu utaathirika na kufa. Ni nyinyi vijana wetu ambao tusipofanya vile tunasema, mtaanza kuwa na wazazi kama mimi na wengineo ambao watakuwa wagonjwa. Na mzazi, wale mzee hawezi kuchunga mzee. Ni vijana wetu wataanza kutushunga sisi wenyewe. Na tukiendelea hivyo, tusipojihadhari, basi nyinyi vijana wetu, vijana na wasichana wetu, nyinyi jukumu lenu ndio itakuwa kutuzika sisi wazazi wenu. Na mimi nafikiria hakuna muyouth hata mmoja anaweza kutaka ama kupenda kuwa na hiyo kazi ngumu sana. Kwa hivyo jameni, mimi nawasihi sana, tujipange kwa mitaa vile tunajipanga kazi nyingine. Tujipange kuangalia kwamba watu wasikabiliane. Tujipange kwa masoko, ndio watu wakiambiwa watumie vitambaa, mchikane na polisi, mfanye kazi pamoja kwa wakati huu, msaidie wafanyikazi wa afya. Ndio nyinyi sasa muwe katikati ya kupigana na hii virusi. Kwa hivyo leo nilikuwa na hiyo neno moja, nilikuwa nataka kuzungumzia youth wetu, nilikuwa nataka kuwasihi, nilikuwa nataka kuwaomba nyinyi muwe katika vita hii na njia mpya ya kupigana na hii. Kwa sababu mimi nikisikiza na nikitembea katika masoko, wale ambao hawashukui hii maneno na ngumu, naona kama ni vijana na wasichana. Chukueni hii kitu na nguvu ndio tuweze kupigana na hii epidemic ama hii virusi.